So, guideline and rule number 3 in my list of 7 guidelines and rules to support a very long-term relationship or marriage. And by the way, these are gender neutral. I think they can apply to men or women. They can apply to people who have different gender orientations and choices. I think they're human principles more than anything else, but they're born of my own personal experiences and my own personal traumas, to give myself some guidelines in how to navigate long-term relationship when the examples I had as a kid weren't that good. So number 3 is make certain that you're aligned on parenting approaches and skills. I can honestly say that if you're planning to have kids, one of the big failure points in relationships is disagreement on how to raise your kids, how to discipline them, how to teach them, how to coach them and guide them, and how to contribute to their day-to-day development. I can say that 42 years into this relationship and 36 years into marriage and family, my wife and I have never fundamentally disagreed on a parenting issue. Uh, that's been a source of great peace, and it has led to lots of very successful outcomes in dealing with the trials and tribulations of raising kids. We had 2 wonderful boys. They were good kids, but they were very different. And my wife is, was, and is the best mother I've ever met or seen. And I have lots of confidence and trust in her judgment when it comes to raising our kids. And I had a contribution to make to that. In the few times that we did disagree, we didn't disagree on the big issues. But in the few times that we did disagree on, if we were in a situation of discipline and maybe I was being too harsh or too direct, I would defer to her judgment if she intervened and said, I think we should do it this way, because she was the best mother that I had ever met. And how can you beat that? Defer to that judgment. So, rule number 3, make sure you're aligned on parenting approaches and skills, and that you've developed the kind of relationship where you can discuss paths forward that meet both of your needs.